Which of the following statements does not form part of Bohr's model of the hydrogen atom? Energy of the electrons in the orbit is quantized. Yes or no? It is quantized. So it is right. So it is forming the part of the Bohr's model. He suggested that only those orbitals are possible whose angular momentum is the integral multiple of h upon 2 pi. That is, it is quantized. That same quantization term, h by 2 pi, the energy is also quantized. The energy of electrons in an orbit is quantized, right? The electron in the orbit nearest the nucleus has the lowest energy. Is it true or false? See, when an electron is at infinity, its energy is assumed to be zero. Now when it moves from there, comes closer to the nucleus, due to the attraction force, what happens? The energy is released. And when it comes closer and closer and closer to the nucleus, more of the energy is released, and finally the energy becomes the least. So this is also correct. Electrons revolve in different orbits around the nucleus. Right? So they are revolving around the orbits. This Bohr only suggested that the electrons are revolving in the orbit, and only those orbits are possible whose angular momentum is quantized, or whose angular momentum is integral multiple of h upon 2 pi. The last is the position and velocity of the electrons in the orbit cannot be determined simultaneously. Now this doesn't form the part of Bohr's model. What Bohr suggested, that an electron is moving at a distance or fixed distance from the nucleus and is moving at a fixed velocity also. Right? So that's why his postulates were against the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. What is that principle? It is that it is impossible to determine the position as well as the velocity simultaneously, and that too accurately. Right? If the accuracy in determining the position is maximum, the accuracy in determining the velocity will be minimum.